Hello everyone. Welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful recap is finally in for Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. In today's episode, Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, makes a chilling confession to Penelope Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park. Meanwhile, Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, give Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. her professional opinion. Plus, John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, loses it on his daughter. At Forrester Creations, Finn talks to Ridge, Steffy, and Taylor. They know how hard this must be on Finn since Luna is his daughter. Taylor shares that Luna is starting to believe a fantasy and will do everything in her power to make that dream a reality. Finn understands it's a coping mechanism. When Steffy says it's just an excuse, Taylor shares her expertise on the matter. Finn vows to protect Steffy from Luna. Ridge and Taylor urge Steffy not to take any chances. Luna is too dangerous and unpredictable. Steffy trusts her hubby to keep her safe. She refuses to live in fear each day. At Luna's place, she continues talking to Poppy. They debate about Luna's childhood and the trauma. Luna is sure her life would have been so much better if Finn knew he was her father. They accuse each other of not taking responsibility. Luna says her mother turned her back on her, just like Bill Spencer, Don Diamont. Poppy is flabbergasted. "You owe that man your life, your freedom," Luna says once again. Nothing and no one is going to stop her from having a relationship with her dad, not even Steffy. At the Cliff House, Hope Logan, Annika Noel, enters with her laptop. She needs Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, help getting it fixed. Liam also gets one of Beth Spencer's, Jordan Lynn Ariza, drawings. Liam is grateful he's not alone, even with the fatal diagnosis. He calls Hope his lifeline. Hope tries to encourage him to tell Bill, Wyatt Spencer, Darren Brooks, and Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, the truth. Hope adds that she would have been devastated if she missed out on this time with Liam. That seems to make him think. At the Cliff House, Finn is home. Luna suddenly bursts through the door, ranting about their connection. She knows Steffy isn't there, so she can't control Finn's opinion. The young woman begs for him not to reject her like everyone else. Finn loses control and screams at Luna. They can't ever have a relationship, and it's not because of Steffy. It's because of her crimes. Luna's face scrunches up with rage. Los Angeles was far from peaceful on this heated June afternoon. In a city where secrets don't stay buried for long and the past never stays in the rear view, Wednesday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful ripped open old wounds, shattered trust, and left love hanging by the thinnest thread. As the waves crashed just beyond the cliffs of Malibu, another kind of storm surged at the Cliff House, a storm of revelation, fury, and the quiet but certain undoing of everything Finn thought he knew. Scene 1. Luna's breaking point. Inside the Forrester guest house, Luna paced the floor with trembling hands. Her phone lay discarded on the table, unread messages piling up from RJ and her mother, Poppy. Her lips quivered with guilt as she stared at a photo of her and Finn, taken at the hospital charity gala months ago. Back then, her world was full of possibilities, her job at Forrester, her romance with RJ, and the bond she was slowly forming with her cousin Steffy. But now, she was a ticking time bomb. Luna clutched her stomach instinctively. The secret she'd been harboring, the one that had consumed her every breath for weeks, couldn't stay hidden anymore. The weight of what she did, what she might have done, had clawed at her day and night. And today, she was going to tell Finn. "God help me," she whispered as she grabbed her keys. Scene 2. Finn's growing suspicions at the Cliff House. Finn stood alone in the living room, his stethoscope still draped around his neck. The rhythmic lull of the ocean outside clashed with the fury brewing in his chest. Earlier that morning, he had reviewed new surveillance footage from the hospital's security team, footage of Luna near Liam's hospital room the night he suffered a sudden sedative overdose. Liam was recovering, yes, but the incident had been chalked up to an accidental medication interaction. But something wasn't adding up. Finn rubbed his jaw, reviewing the timeline again. Luna claimed she'd been at Forrester late working on a new line with Zende. But the timestamp said otherwise? Why was she near Liam's room at all? Why had she looked so distraught? And why had Poppy, usually so verbose, suddenly gone quiet the moment he'd asked about Luna's whereabouts that night? Something was off. Very off. Just then, the door creaked open. Luna stepped inside, face pale, eyes glassy. "Luna?" Finn said, instantly on alert. "What's wrong? I need to talk to you," she said, voice cracking. "It's about what happened to Liam." Scene 3. The confession. Luna's heart pounded as she sat across from Finn on the couch. Every nerve in her body screamed for her to lie, to run, to pretend this wasn't happening. But the truth was bubbling to the surface, raw and violent. "I didn't mean for any of this to happen," she began, tears already slipping down her cheeks. "That night, the night Liam was admitted, I was at the hospital." "I know," Finn replied quietly. "I saw the footage." Luna blinked, stunned. You know?" "I know you were there, but I don't know why you were there. And I don't know what you did." Luna lowered her head. "I was going to see someone. I was confused, scared. You know I've been dealing with anxiety since that night with the mints." Finn cut in sharply. "Don't use the mints as an excuse. You were practically unconscious when that happened. But this was different. You were fully lucid, Luna. What did you do?" Luna's shoulders slumped. "I went to talk to Liam. I just wanted to explain, to make sure he wouldn't say anything to Steffi about what he thought happened between us that night." "You mean what did happen?" Finn shot back, his tone now ice. Luna looked him in the eye. "I don't know. That's the problem. I still don't know exactly what happened, but I know Liam took something that night. Something from my purse. I think it was a sedative I carry for emergencies. I think he might have overdosed." "You think?" Finn stood pacing. "You let that man lie unconscious in a hospital bed for days, and you think he might have taken something from your bag?" "I was scared," Luna cried. "Scared of what it meant, scared of losing RJ, scared of what it would do to Steffi. To you. But now, I can't keep it in anymore." Scene 4. Finn's fury. Explodes. She reached for him, but he stepped back. "I trusted you, Luna. I defended you. Even when Steffi started asking questions about your relationship with RJ, even when she told me something felt off, I said no. Luna's good. Luna's honest." Tears streamed down Luna's face. "I am honest. I just made a mistake." Finn looked at her coldly. "No, this wasn't a mistake. This was a choice." Scene 5. Steffi arrives and learns everything. The front door swung open just then, and Steffi entered, her smile fading when she saw Luna's tear-streaked face and Finn's clenched fists. "What's going on?" she asked cautiously. Finn turned to her, jaw tight. "She has something to tell you." Luna looked like she might collapse. I was at the hospital the night Liam overdosed. I think he took something from my purse. And I didn't say anything." Steffi's face paled. "What? You were there? Why didn't you say anything?" "Because I was afraid," Luna whispered. "Afraid of what it would mean, but I never meant to hurt anyone. I swear." Steffi crossed her arms. "You lied. To all of us. Again." Finn chimed in. "And now I have to report it. Not just to the hospital, but to the police. If Liam's Medical records are re-examined and they find sedatives he wasn't prescribed. Wait, the police? Steffi said, alarmed. You're talking criminal charges? If she knew and didn't say anything? Yes, Finn said grimly. Luna broke down. Please, Steffi, please don't let him do this. I'll do anything. I'll step away from Forrester. I'll disappear. Just don't let them ruin my life. Steffi stared at her coldly. You already ruined it, Luna. You just don't see it yet. Scene 6. RJ demands the truth. At Forrester Creations. RJ looked up from his sketch pad when Luna appeared at the door, pale and shaky. We need to talk, she said softly. He rose, sensing the heaviness in her tone. What happened? Luna hesitated. I told Finn everything about Liam, about the pills, about that night. RJ blinked in stunned silence. Wait, you mean, you really think Liam took something from you? And you didn't say anything all this time? Luna nodded tearfully. I wanted to. I was just so scared, but I couldn't lie to him anymore. RJ's expression twisted in hurt. You could. Lie to me, though. No, she protested. I never wanted to lie to you. I just didn't want to lose you. You already did, he said, stepping back. I don't even know who you are right now. Scene 7. A dangerous new alliance? Back at the Cliff House, Finn sat alone on the patio, staring into the distance as the sun dipped behind the ocean. Steffi came out and sat beside him, her face unreadable. She'll probably be fired, she said after a moment. Maybe worse. Finn nodded. She made her choices. Steffi looked at him. You know what scares me? If she was willing to hide this, what else is she capable of? Finn glanced at her. You think she did it on purpose? I think we don't know Luna as well as we thought, Steffi said, and that's dangerous. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.